Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Beacon of Light Writing Services. Today, we're going to talk about ghost writing and why you need one. The biggest reason why, because you're just out of time. You're out of time. So you're really busy, you've got a lot of things going on, you're making sure that everything is working out, and really you have this big message that you need to say, you've got stories that support the key elements, you've got all of these great things, but you're just out of the time to write. I know I've helped somebody who had been trying to write their book for 5 years. 5 years. And we connected, and within 2 sessions we had the outline and the first 6 chapters ready. So, yeah, we just needed a little support there. So, as a ghostwriter, my whole job is to capture your thoughts, your heart, your voice, put it through my hands and out on the paper for the readers to connect with you. You are the author. I'm just the one writing things down for you. I will capture your voice and everything that I can. So, as that ghostwriter, these are things are really important. So, well, what do you need to do first when we start through this process? It's going to be a lot of different things, but the first thing I want to talk about is that who is your reader? Who's your audience? Who are your clients? Who are you writing this book for? That has to be clear first because then I know as I'm writing what the message is going to be to them. They are kind of like on my first little picture frame, and I'm looking at them thinking, okay, what do they want to hear? How do they need to hear it? And then I'm thinking about your voice and how are you going to deliver that? And that's a ghostwriting real good job. It's kind of like acting, but with words. Okay. I know you use words with acting, but you get what I mean, right? Okay. The big one, yes, the outline. This is again another 22 points, super important for this. That outline that we both agree on, again, can have that 85% structure. We'll have some 15% kind of move and shift because that's what happens in the creative process. But without a structure, without bones and a framework, the flesh that goes on, the fancy clothes that go on, all of that dressing up, it just falls apart. So we got to have that interview, or sorry, that outline. Next is the interview. Like I was getting ahead of myself. Hmm. In the interview process, you are involved. If you think you're going to hand me a bunch of stuff and I go away for 6 months and write this sucker, nope, it's not how it works. You're very involved. You're almost like a surrogate mother. Yeah, like we're involved this together. So much that a lot of my interviews are usually weekly. So we interview, I capture all of that information, then I write. And then the next week when we meet again, I read to you what we just wrote, we interview again, and I go through the next week and write the process down. So that's how it usually works into things. So it's a between 10 and 12 interviews and my writing kind of switching in and out. From there, we're always going to be gathering the research. Super important with that, right? This part um, is a lot depending on you, right? Because you're the expert. You've got all this information. And if I'm going to be compiling it, we're going to be cross checking that a lot. After all of those things are happening, this process goes into that point, we'll get a full manuscript all ready, and then I'm going to take it through my 2 editing process and clean it up as much as possible. Then I have someone in-house, literally in-house, as an editor, and I'm going to hand that off because my eyes have been on it way too much to make sure I've caught every single clean thing. I mean, I'll make a big pass, but still, they're going to look through it and make sure that we're ready to go. And that in-house copy edit is huge. This is a big, big deal because all of this is part of the cost for the ghost writing. So think about it. You've had this idea, you've had this whole thing, and it's just been pounding on you. You might have tried different softwares to help you do things. You are just kind of stuck at this point. And hiring that ghostwriter, I'm really just capturing what it is in your voice, your thoughts, your head, put it through the heart, mix it up with some stories, get the key point out there, and really go for it. So, this is really an exciting thing for you with the ghostwriting because many of you are just out of time. A few of you might just hate writing. Okay, I accept those too. But really, the ghostwriting process is incredible. And so I hope that this kind of helps you with making that decision. So click the button. Again, it's somewhere here. Click it. And if this is something that you feel like that's what I need, let's jump in. We're going to do a 30-minute interview call to see if we're a good fit, right? See if we're a good match, to see if what it is that you've been thinking about and stuff, I feel like I can capture it and move it forward. So, really excited about this opportunity. Again, this is April Trijuke with the Beacon of Light Writing Services supports for all of y'all out there. And thank you so much for being a part of this today. We'll see you.